This is Osaka, rightfully known as Japan's ultimate food capital. And today, we are eating absolutely everything. We are taking you on a non-stop morning to late night food tour of the 8 absolute best spots in the city. We are talking fluffy morning salt breads, cheapest Wagyu, viral street food, and hidden late night ramen spots most tourists miss. Whether you are planning a 2026 Japan trip or just love food, we have mapped out the perfect food itinerary so you don't waste a single meal. If you want a more practical, budget-friendly Japan food guides, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We are starting our day bright and early in Namba with one of the softest breakfasts in Japan. Let's go! First, we are heading to SAKImoto Bakery. SAKImoto Bakery is rated 4.1 stars on Google with over 1,300 reviews. And they are famous for their premium Japanese milk bread, truffle salt bread, and they also have a variety of other beautiful looking breads. SAKImoto Bakery is separated into 3 different distinct shop fronts, which includes the bakery, the coffee house on the first floor, and a cafe on the second floor. We ordered a truffle salt bread, 3 cheese honey toast, a chocolate honey croissant, and a beef curry pan. And I think our favourites were the truffle salt bread and a 3 cheese honey toast. It cost us a total of 2,970 yen for 4 breads and 2 drinks. And comment down below if you think it is cheap or expensive. The breads were great, but the drink selections were a little bit lackluster and the matcha was on the milkier side. She likes it thick. The coffee was still great though. Anyway, after choosing your bread and coffee on the first floor, you can head over to the third floor with a cozy air-conditioned sit-down area, which is very similar to Korean cafes. Remember to heat them up before biting into the soft, fluffy breads. And tip time! If you want to avoid the massive afternoon crowd, make sure to show up right when they open at 8:30 am. And let's move on to our second location. Right down the street from breakfast is a hidden gem for coffee lovers, Brooklyn Roasting Company Namba. This place has a massive hipster warehouse vibe built directly under the train track. They are rated 4.4 stars with over 1,500 reviews on Google. We ordered the classic iced maple sachet and the espresso shake. And we also tried the tomato soup with sourdough bread, which tasted pretty authentic. But to be very honest, the toast with apple slices was really weird and the combo was a big mismatch, so you can skip it. But the coffee though! It is really one of the best in town and we would definitely recommend trying out at least once if you need your caffeine break. We love the dark roasted coffees and there is usually a dark roast and a lighter roast depending on the flavour of the day. There are also many exclusive merch like mugs and t-shirts. And if you love their coffees, there are also convenient drip coffee bags that you can bring home. Tip time! Brooklyn Roasting Company is always our go-to when we have an afternoon flight from Osaka, as there are ample space in the area and it is also conveniently located right under Namba Station. And you can literally walk to the Nankai Namba Station for a train back to the Kansai International Airport. And next, we are moving on from breakfast spots to lunch locations and we are starting off strong at KOBEYA, which is located right in Osaka's famous food hub, the Kuromon market. KOBEYA is a legendary butcher shop where you can pick out premium A5 grade Kobe and Matsusaka beef downstairs and then head upwards to grill it yourself. It is rated 4.4 stars with only 170 reviews on Google. And I guess we could call it a local hidden gem. To be very honest, the interior and exterior of the shop does not scream quality, but trust us on this, it is our favourite go-to every time we are in Japan. We ordered a total of 2 loins, 1 rib and 1 outside skirt with a small order of beer for a total of 4,700 yen, which to us is an absolute bargain. You can try out their higher grades of beef, but to be very honest, our absolute favourite is actually the loin, which has the strongest beef taste with the correct balance of fattiness and lean meat. KOBEYA really has the best value for money and that is why we always go back to KOBEYA whenever we are back in Osaka. Do you think 4,700 yen is cheap or is it expensive? Comment down below. Anyway, instead of ordering from some of the tourist traps on the main street at Kuromon Market, be sure to try out KOBEYA for affordable and high quality beef. And on the topic of value for money, this brings us to our next food location. With a very special lunch promotion and in our opinion, is hands down our new best find for this trip. And how can someone miss trying out Sukiyaki before leaving Japan? So our next location is at Taishu Sukiyaki Hokuto Gems Namba, which is very conveniently located at, you know it, Namba. It is tucked away on the 7th floor of Gems Namba and you will appear right at the storefront when you take the lift up. It is rated 4.7 stars with over 1,800 reviews on Google and it also made it to 大众点评, which is China's Google or China's Groupon. The special lunch deal runs from 11:30 AM to 3 PM, and we ordered one normal size deal which only cost 1,398 yen, which is right about $10, and one large set deal which costs around 1,800 yen, which is right about $15 for real, authentic sukiyaki. And for only $10, you get to experience frying your own meat, adding the sukiyaki sauce, and even controlling your own sweetness and saltiness of the sauce. All of the sets also come with miso soup, a bowl of rice, and a raw egg for you to dip your meat in for that silky, smooth texture. And don't worry, it doesn't smell bad at all. The meat was so soft, yet with a bit of chew, and the caramelized onions and sauce really perfects the whole experience. You can also choose their higher quality beef, but since we were targeting value for money, we just got the cheaper set. Do tell us if you managed to try any of the higher valued ones. Because of the wonderful view and the quality for a very affordable price, don't expect a bit of waiting time, especially if you are visiting during peak lunch hours. But it is an absolute steal to us, and we will definitely be going back next time. Next up, we are visiting one of the most unique dining experiences in Namba, Tempura Daikichi. They serve incredible, lightly battered fresh tempura, but what makes this place legendary is how you eat their clam miso soup. In this restaurant, it is actively encouraged to throw empty clam shells directly on the floor. Walking around here literally crunches under your feet. They are rated 4.2 stars with over 1,500 reviews on Google, and the vibes are right with this restaurant. It is also conveniently located right under Namba station. You can actually order the omakase sets, which cost around 2,400 yen for 2 person, which includes 13 pieces of tempura, but we opted to go for the a la carte menu. The tempuras were freshly fried, and pairing it with the tempura dipping sauce called tentsuyu and a warm bowl of rice was the perfect stomach warming meal. The total cost for 2 big bowls of tempura with quality ingredients such as shrimp, shiitake, and 2 bowls of rice was 2,370 yen, which was very value for money in our opinion. And now that we are done with lunch, let's move on to what should we eat for dinner? Kushikatsu is something you must try when you are in Osaka. It is literally invented in Shinsekai around 1929 as a quick and cheap way for day laborers working in the area to get a filling meal. For our Kushikatsu hunt, we stopped at Goemon, a lively street food style izakaya that is highly rated at 4.8 stars with 380 reviews. It is located just one street away from the iconic Tsutenkaku Tower, and in our opinion is one of the best kushikatsus we have tried. We tried the original kushikatsu at Kushikatsu Daruma, but honestly, Goemon beats its hands down. We ordered the
shishamo, chicken meatball, 2 pork tenderloin, and then we had chicken breast with yuzu, quail egg, conger eel, and lotus root, as well as shiitake.
And honestly, we loved everything that we ordered. The coating at Goemon was incredibly light, crispy, and not greasy at all.
So other than the kushikatsu, we also got a doteyaki, which is like simmered or stewed pork with miso base. Yeah.
And one thing you have to try is to dip your kushikatsu in the doteyaki sauce, which was mind-blowingly good. The total cost was 3,100 yen for 2 drinks, 10 skewers, and a bowl of doteyaki, which in our opinion is a fair price to pay. And tips time! Shinsekai is prime nightlife territory. Weekend nights get packed with people drinking, and so, to avoid waiting, visit during lunchtime or come for a late afternoon snack between 2 PM and 4 PM when the vibe is more relaxed. Side note, we'll be releasing our latest 2026 guide and vlog on what to do and what to play at Osaka, so remember to like and subscribe to this video. Next, we are finishing our Osaka food tour with the ultimate late night comfort food, ramen. Naniwa Shinpu is a local spot near Nippombashi, which is located in between Town and Tsutenkaku, that is open until 2 AM. They are rated 4.5 stars on Google with over 900 reviews. Naniwa Shinpu is famous for its rich tonkotsu broth that is simmered for over 18 hours and an amazing deal. With almost every bowl of ramen, you get free gyoza, kroke, or shumai to choose from. We ordered a bowl of the classic tonkotsu ramen with extra char siu and also a bowl of the dried sardine-based tonkotsu ramen, which was made with 4 different types of dried fish powder, giving it a rich, fragrant broth. To skip the late night queue, try to drop in past midnight or right at 6 PM when they open their doors. And the total bill came out to be just over 2,360 yen with 2 bowls of ramen and 2 free side dishes, which was pretty affordable. So instead of having the usual Ippudo or Ichiran ramen, having been to Japan many times, Japan actually has so many local ramen shops that absolutely beats Ichiran. And now, for our bonus viral dessert time, we are heading over to MooKEN. MooKEN is a tiny shop in Shinsaibashi that is currently going viral. They make this bite-sized Krispy Kreme puff with a hardened caramelized outer shell and cold custard cream inside. They are rated 4.2 stars on Google with over 500 reviews. Do take note that they have a minimum order of 10 pieces and a maximum order of 30 pieces, and there is always a long queue for them. The cream puffs were nice with a crispy outer layer and a cold custard cream inside. But to be very honest, if you did not manage to get an early queue number, we would suggest not queuing for it. As no doubt it is nice, it is crispy, but in our humble opinions, not worth an hour's wait. The taste is pretty imaginable and it lacked a bit of depth in our opinions. And this brings us to tip time! MooKEN opens at 11 AM, but the queue actually starts earlier. We arrived at 10:30 AM and got a paper queue to return at 11 AM to 11:15 AM. Side note, there's a Starbucks reserved nearby for you to have a coffee, so just go relax for 30 minutes, send your unfortunate friend up to collect the MooKEN, and there you have it, 0 queue MooKEN. We returned to the shop at around 11:10 AM and we got ushered right to the front and we didn't have to queue at all. And since you watched till the end, it is time for a bonus within a bonus. If you are heading to Nara, you must have seen the viral video of mochi powding at Nakatanidou. They are globally famous for their insanely fast mochi powding show, and it is rated 4.6 stars with over 3,000 reviews. And while some food is simply viral and influencer heavy, this was actually nice and worth the queue. The mochi was legitly one of the better ones we had and tasted very unique. Slightly chewy, not too sweet, and you can still taste the pureness and taste of the glutinous rice in the skin. Do arrive early if you want to catch the mochi show, as we arrived late and there were no more shows for the day. The line to buy moves fast, so don't worry if there's a queue. And that is all for our recent food hunt in Osaka. Do give your support for the video if the tips were useful, and comment down below if you missed any of your favorite food. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one.
Oh yeah, it's like got it, yeah. Oh, yeah,